The year-over-year stats, February 2022 we probably saw the peak, and then things started to deteriorate a bit, but now we have the year-over-year stats.
From February 2023, the numbers are in. These are from Ottawa Real Estate Board. In February, the average home sale price was $631,582. That's down 15.99%. So basically 16% from a year ago, February, which was the peak. Number of sold properties was also down. We had 855 listings sold, and that was down almost 40%, 39.4%. The number of listings was 1,366, and that was down 22%. Another interesting stat is the average days on market, which tells you how quick the inventory is moving, moved up to 40 days on market. And we're around that now, if not a little bit longer, even into March. So 40 days on market a year ago, we were probably 5 to 7 days on market. Two-story homes, the average sale price was $736,518. That was down 15%. Condo homes were average sale price of $410,927. That was down 12%. Bungalows average sale price was $708,143, and that was down 9.1%. So again, everything's relative to a year ago. We were really hot, the peak of the pandemic pretty well. The first 3 months of the year were crazy, and then things started to move slowly after that.
How are you finding the purchasers right now? Do you still find there's a group of them that think that things will decrease more than they have already? Do you have that group that's waiting for a big crash?
I think we do have that. I think people are still taking a wait and see attitude. They're not sure on the rates. Are they going to stay stable? Are they going to go up? Are they going to go down? We don't. Nobody knows for sure. And I think some purchasers are waiting.
It is interesting because I've heard that there's some people that are unsure, but the inventory in a lot of areas is still very light. I mean, if you take a look at it pre-pandemic, I did a couple stats. Several areas still 1 or 2 months worth of supply. It's still not a lot of houses out there. So I think for prices to really go down, the supply side has to increase, and we just haven't seen that yet, but who knows? We're heading into the spring market. April and May are your two busiest months. So it'll be interesting, but there's still, like I said, not a lot of supply in certain areas.
I think also I mentioned the average time on market now was 40 days. I looked at today's listings and sales and whatnot, and it's such a varied range. Today, the quickest sale was 2 days, and the longest was 198 days. So I think if you have a good property that's priced properly, it's still gonna sell quick. There are some buyers out there that are ready to go, and they will move on it if it's what they're looking for in the right location and it's priced properly. I think now people are waiting and not just going crazy on whatever property's out there anymore. As we went through the pandemic, it didn't really matter. Everything was selling. If it wasn't presented well, it was still selling. Now, if you have the proper listing that homeowners have put a lot of work into it and made the effort to sell it, it's going to sell. If you're overpriced, it's going to sit for a while until there's lots of price decreases. Actually, today there's already 16 price decreases versus 1 price increase, and that's a typical day. There's many more price decreases than price increases.
That's almost the opposite of a year ago, where you saw very few price decreases, but you saw the price increases.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They put it on the market and hoped to get a bidding war. If it didn't happen, then they'd put it up to a price that they felt was more market value.
Yeah, I have seen a couple listings too priced well below market value. I think it's a strategy either on the seller's behalf or the agent's behalf to maybe drum up a multiple offer situation. We haven't seen that since probably March of last year on a regular basis. And who knows if it'll happen or not. We'll see in the next few weeks if that plays out or not.
Well, there was that one. Remember the one I contacted you. I asked, do you have anybody for it? I said, this place is on at a good price. They weren't holding offers. They wanted 24 hours irrevocable on the offers. And it ended up, I went and looked at it. It was hard to get in because it was booked for showings. But that house ended up having 6 offers on it. So we're seeing a little bit of that, but that was a throwback to a year ago. Maybe it's the start of something. Who knows?
Yeah, I think the spring will really tell a lot, and and we're getting there. We just got to get rid of some snow here in the next month or so, and then we'll see how that affects the market.